Okay, good morning. Here we go. Ready or not? Take your feet to the edges of the mat. Reach the palms together. You're going to push them into each other so you feel a strong activation through the shoulders, but you're retracting the shoulders. So you're going to keep your spine long, keep your hands pushing in and fold halfway down, and then come back up. And just sort of keep oscillating. Nice and slow on the way down. Always a good idea to bring muscle to the party here, right? So why don't you try to pull the feet towards each other so you feel a bigger activation of muscles in the legs. Okay, release the arms, gentle sway side to side. And now you're going to bring your feet hip width apart. Hands to heart, just relax the hands. Give me a little squat up and down. So try to keep your hips back and weight into the back of the feet. Do a few more. Try to get a little deeper if you can. Maybe send the arms out and bring them back in. So you create some movement. And now fold all the way down. Give me a nice long straight leg. You're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. Shift the hips back, reverse it, come all the way back up and reach for the ceiling. And then all the way back down again. Extend, shift the hips back, come all the way back up. And one more time, down. Make sure you let that head go. Then we take a big breath as we extend and come all the way back up and bring your hands to heart. Little balance challenge, pick up that left knee, circle the foot. Go the opposite way. Get your knee nice and high so you're activating and waking up that hip flexor. Point and flex. And let it go. Switch it up. Right knee up, nice big circles. Change your direction. Point and flex. And send it back down. Feet are hip width apart. You're going to proud out the chest. Now you're going to sweep the elbows back. I want you to keep your palms facing up and your thumbs out to the side. Come up onto your tippy toes and back down. You're going to do 10 of these. Whoops. Don't do that. You want to keep the weight back, right? Your hips as much as you can. And then coming down nice and steady. So I want you to try to resist as the ankles lower down. Big pinch of the shoulder blades in the back, right? Okay, now, elbows are going to be by the side of your body. You're going to open the arms up and close. Your heels are just relaxing. It's all about giving that thoracic spine a big squeeze. Working the exterior rotation. Couple more. Okay, relax the arms, little sway. Now we're going to take the feet back to the edges of the mat. I've got half my foot on the mat and half off. You're going to slowly rock these hips from side to side. And now we're going to bring the arm in. So hip goes to the right. Give me a big sweep up and over. And then come back to the other side. Hip up. Hip goes out. Sorry, arm up. Got that mixed up. Okay, just do a few more on each side. So really think of keeping the arm long and think of reaching out. And one more on each side. See if you can get a little deeper maybe. And that's the last one. Okay, turn and face the left side of the room. You're gonna line your heels up with the edges of the mat. And let's get our feet pretty far apart. Make a fist now with your elbows all the way back and your thumbs up. You're gonna start to hip hinge. We're trying to get into these inner thighs a little bit. So come down nice and slowly. And then back up just as slow. And do that a few more times. Don't let those elbows get anywhere near the side body, right? You want to keep them back. One more, and then you're going to hold it down there and relax the arms, relax the head. Just chill out here for a few breaths. And now inhale, extend to a flat back. Shift your hips back, walk your hands out. Little tug of war, it's a great way to stretch out your lats. And then relax it all back down again. Walk your feet back together. Extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up. Turn the face forward. You're going to keep your arms up for a sec. Make a double chin. So your neck is nice and long. My arms are slightly forward so I can see them in my peripheral vision. And then relax. Okay, we're going to come down to the floor. We're going to start with arms. And then we're going to finish with legs and core. So get your weights. Always a good idea to have light, medium, and heavy. Just prepared. And we're going to start out doing some flies. So if you have a long band, I would like you to use it for your flies. It's a great way to warm up the arms and chest without overloading too quickly. So here you go. Or you can do weights, like whatever you prefer. There's no exact way. But what I want you to do is push the shoulder blades into the floor while you do these flies. So all about the chest here. Coming back together with the arms nice and slowly so you're in control of the movement. Press your lower back into the floor and try to keep your neck nice and long. So range of motion, when you fly out, you want to try to get the back of the upper arms touching the floor. And then you bring them back. You've got a slight bend in your elbow, right? Just a break in the elbow. Couple more. Then we're going to do a nice little transition into some flies. Sorry, not flies. We just did flies. Lat pulls. So you're going to use one heavy weight, holding it horizontally, right? Both ends of the weight. You got a little break in the elbow. You send the arms back and then pull them forward. Keep the shoulders broad and work whatever range of motion feels comfortable. This is one exercise where you might build more range once you get the movement pattern down. Oftentimes it's about having confidence in yourself and your abilities. And then it's also important to listen to your body and do what feels right for you on this particular day. We perform differently on different days. So much goes into how we feel, right? How well you slept and ate, all that good stuff. So we're gonna do 12 reps. Don't worry, you're not counting, I'm counting for you, so just keep going, we're getting close. And then pay attention to how challenging it is once you get close to your 12 reps. Maybe your weight was too light for you, so you'll remember to switch it and make it more challenging. Okay, 2 more. Nice. Now, put that weight down. We're gonna do presses. So you're gonna need 2 weights. We're gonna start with the arms out to the side. So you keep your wrists neutral. So the palms are facing forward as you hold the weights. Flat on the blades, right? Get into the correct position. Draw the belly down and then slowly lower the weights. And press them back up. I really like this exercise performed on 3 to 5 counts in each direction at a minimum. The elbows are landing almost just slightly in front of the shoulders. We're going to switch up the range in 6 more reps. So really try to press up and squeeze that chest. Okay, so hold your arms up. We're going to do 6 presses with the elbows a little closer in towards the body. So you're just slightly changing up the angle and start your presses, just 6. Now hold them up, turn your palms into face. You're going to lower the right elbow down to the floor and then the left. Alternate. The elbows landing close to the side of your body. And now we're going to finish this off with both coming down at the same time for 6 reps. Hold your hands up, turn the palms to face forward. You have 6 chest presses the way we did on the very first round. So the elbows are really going out to the side. Give me 6, nice and slow. Your palms are facing forward. Change up the angle a little and give me 6. Elbows are nice and close to the side of your body. Give me 6. Okay. Put those weights down. Woo. Shake out your grip just to relax your grip strength a little bit. And we're gonna come back and now do some tricep extensions. We're getting all of the upper arms in right out of the gate. So here we go. Back down, tricep extension weights. We're gonna start out alternating. So the right hand starts to come down, tap your shoulder with the weight, lift it back up, switch and do the other arm. And just keep alternating side to side. Keep going. Okay. Oh, awesome. Sorry about that. That was the hubby. Okay. You were alternating. If you need to take a quick break, do it, but we're gonna come down both at the same time and you're gonna give me 6. Really slow and in control. Should be feeling the upper part of the back of the arms. Okay, come back and give me 6 more alternating. If you need to switch to a lower weight, you know you always have that option. Hold both arms up. Just hold. Now, if you're not feeling any trembling at all, just holding the arms in place, you know the weight you've been using is too light. So remember that for next time. Okay, put the weights down, rock yourself up. We're gonna grab a lighter weight. I'm gonna take a towel, little towel, and roll it up just for some extra padding on my side. So I want you to take a small light weight, you know, like something like 5 pounds, turn on your right side, bend your legs and stack your knees and feet. And then you set the elbow and shoulder in line, and we start to lift the arm up. Now you can warm up this muscle by doing the first few reps without any weight at all, and then you can add weight to it. Try to lift that palm up as high as you can. And then grab your weight once you've warmed it up. And see if you can lift it just as high as you did when you didn't hold the weight. Okay, let's do the same thing on the opposite side. So you're moving on to the left side body. Put that towel right over that hip. Get the shoulder and elbow in line. Start with no weight, up and down. Now, you know, if the weight you first chose is too light, switch it. And then when you've warmed up that muscle, grab the weight, continue. And try to squeeze in a few more, and then we're moving on. Okay, put that weight down. We're gonna come up. We have one more leg exercise to do. One more arm exercise to do. Sorry, I just had to grab my water. We're gonna do some bicep curls and then we're switching to legs. So whatever weights you use for your bicep curls, grab them. Your palms are gonna face forward. We're gonna start just by curling straight up. And I want you to lower down with control. So retract those shoulders. Keep the elbows close to the side of the body. You're going up and down with lots of control. You see a lot of people doing bicep curls in gyms. And they're using momentum and gravity to help them. Better off going to a slightly lighter weight, building the endurance, and then changing your weights. Okay, put them down. Maybe see, just for fun, if you can go to a heavier weight for our second round. You don't try, you don't know. Here we go. So get the shoulders in place before you start. Then come down nice and slowly. So even if we do fewer reps, I like to start out a little lighter and then go a little heavier, even if we lose a few reps, or if you have to start to alternate. It's all good. And that's it for me with those heavy weights. Keep going. Couple more. Now, I bought some new discs, which are so fun. So of course we're going to use them. Now, if you don't have discs, they're like $8 on Amazon. They're really cheap. And they're a good way to really strengthen the legs, especially when you're somewhat limited by grip strength. So I'm going to start out using a disc, one of them, on one foot, right foot first. No weights, just to get the situation down. So you slide back, got a slight forward lean with my upper body, and then come up slowly. So back and up. Don't forget that forward lean. And when you come up, you really want to put all the weight into that left heel. We're going to do 4 more and then we'll switch legs. So just sort of consider this sort of like a warm-up. Targeting the hamstring and glute of the left leg. Okay, switch it. These discs are also great. Throw them in your suitcase, find a hard surface, and do it when you travel. So you really want to try to send that back foot gliding as far back as you can. So you really concentrate on range of motion, especially when you're not holding any weights. Two more. Excuse me. One more. Nice. Okay. Now you're going to pick up weights. Hopefully the heaviest ones you have. Working that right foot sending it back, and coming up. So it's exactly the same movement. You're just using your disc. Holding weights. Try not to lose much range of motion that you had when you had no weights. Don't forget your forward lane, right? When you start to send the leg back, even if you're not gliding and you're stepping, you still want that little forward lane. Okay, switch it up. Other foot, here we go. And then once we get done this round, we're going to do a single leg deadlift, holding one weight. Try to keep this movement nice and smooth, pushing all the way into the back of that right foot. You can really feel the glute doing the work and that hamstring. Two more. Last one. Okay, so now you're going to put those weights down. I'm going to grab a quick sip. One big heavy weight in the right hand. So a little warm up before we go to the full. So kickstand the right foot. Take that weight down and back up. So you know the drill. When we kickstand, we don't want to put much weight in that right foot. So right now you're feeling this probably in that left glute and top part of that hamstring, and that's exactly what you want. 3 more, and then take that back foot, the right foot, lift it up into the air as you do a single leg deadlift. So you're coming down, foot lifts, get the leg long, come back up to that kickstand position. But you're only barely weighting into the right foot when it touches the floor. And then sweep it back. You'll notice I've slowed the pace down just to help me with balance. You want to work full range up and down. Your hips stay square, but try not to let that leg float in the back. You want to engage the muscle. I'm going to do 3 more. Okay, switch hands. Here we go. Now you're kickstanding the left foot and the weight's in the left hand. Keep the toes on the floor to start sending your hips back and putting most of the weight into the right leg. Okay, full single leg deadlift. You're going to sweep that leg back, coming down a lot slower, coming back in a nice smooth transition to that kickstand. Oh, here's our company. I call you Alan, or sorry, Eric? Okay. Sean, you're just in time.
Good, yeah, I'll get changed right away.
Yeah, get changed, grab a mat. We're gonna do core. This is our last day exercise. You can join in for the core.
9 o'clock.
Time flies when you're having fun. We have 15 minutes of core, Sean, that's it. Okay, one more of these, right? One more. And back up. Okay. We are done with that. Put it down and away. Make some room for my funny little honey. What? Is that your way of saying you're not coming? Okay, because I'm waiting. I'm keeping it real. Okay, so back to your mat, down on the floor. Grab some water if you need it. We're going to start doing some planks. So we're going to start out in a kneeling side plank. So we're going to work the right side first. So you're facing the left side of your room. Now, if you need a towel to make it a little cushier for your elbow or for your forearm, go ahead, rest that forearm on a towel. So I've got my legs bent and my knees and feet are stacked. My left hand is just going to rest on my hip. I'm going to lift my hips up as high as I can and lower them down on 3 counts. So it's really slow. So up and lower slow. Slowly. How's that for better grammar? Up and down. So a lot of people, when they do side planks, like these lifts, they just kind of lower really quickly and they're not really resisting. I want you to really resist your descent. Try not to collapse into that right shoulder. So you're staying nice and strong, pushing away from the floor. And we are going to do a few more. Nice job. Okay, switch up sides. So now you're facing the right side of the room. You're on your left arm. Your knees and feet are stacked. The elbow should line up right under that shoulder. So lift up, lower down with control. You're trying to lift the hips up as high as you can get them. Last 2. And last 1. Okay. We're going to start in a high plank. So nothing fancy about it, just your regular old high plank. So I want you to lower the chest between the shoulders. Keep your hips up in line with your back. Make sure you haven't dropped your face. There's the boss. Hurry up, Sean.
I'm working as fast as I can.
So first go around here. We're just holding. We're going to stay here for a few more breaths. And then put your knees down. Send the hips all the way back for a nice little stretch. And then come back for round 2. So knees up off the floor, nice long spine. Make sure you're drawing that belly button up and into the spine. And then knees come down, send the hips back. Nice little break. Okay, come back. Third round. Let's go. And put the knees down. You're gonna sit back on your heels and we're gonna do these nice shoulder lifts and rolling them back and down. Just for a little reprieve, squeezing those shoulder blades together at the back. So we're gonna come back and do some shoulder taps. You have an option to do them in a high plank with your knees off the floor, or sort of in your kneeling push-up position, which is what I'm gonna do. So you take your pick. So you tap the palm to one shoulder and then the other. So the idea here is to keep the hips nice and quiet. Keep going. Make sure you have not dropped your face. If you're doing them with your knees off the floor and you can't continue, put the knees down and then continue. Make sure you don't lock out at the elbows. Okay, come on back, sitting on those ankles. Let's do these shoulder lifts. And now we're going to meet lying down on the floor. Come on, Sean. Lying down on the floor. We got a little plumbing situation. Anyways, life's good. Arms up. We're gonna do some dead bugs. So get that low back pressing into the floor. Give me a 90-degree in the legs. Left arm goes back and right leg goes out. And then bring it back together. And then left side. Left leg, right arm. And then back together. And continue. So it's very slow and controlled. And at any point you need a break, those knees just come in for a quick little reset and then you get right back to it. So the arms, when they go back, the one arm, it should be really long, and same with the leg, right? Okay, bring your knees in, make that nice little circle just to massage the lower back. Go the other way. Okay, come back. Round two, we're not done. You always have the option too here to hold a lighter weight in the hands if you like, just to challenge the arms a little bit more. And bring those knees in. Nice big circle. Now we send the legs straight up to the ceiling. You're gonna lower the right leg nice and long with pointed toes, slowly down towards the floor. When it's there, just hold for 5 counts. So your heel should be at hip height. And then slowly bring it back up. And then do the same with the other leg. Point the toes, slowly lower. Just hold, so it's not all the way down on the floor. It's at hip height. Press that low back skin into the floor. Keep the leg really long and then bring it back up. One more time on each side. And back up. And switch. Back up. Bring the knees into the chest. You've got hands on each knee. Make big, huge circles. So this is a nice little reprieve and stretch out for the inner thighs. We're not quite done our core. We have 2 more quick exercises to do, and then it's all over with the crying. Okay, so legs straight up to the ceiling. You're gonna do like a little kegel. So you're gonna try to lift the hips off the floor. They're not gonna get far, and then release it. So it's more like a contraction while you lift. So you feel all those lower abdominal muscles active. So lift and release and lift and release. Do 3 more. It's not about swinging your legs. It's really about a contraction more so than a leg swing. Okay, feet on the floor, little wider than hip width. You're going to make a double chin. You're going to bring your hands inside those legs, and you're going to crunch it up. Hold for 5 counts. So your chin is tucked. And then you're going to come back down. Let everything release. Double chin. Crunch up. Draw that belly down actively. And then release. Again, double chin. Crunch up. And release. You have 2 more. Double chin. Crunch up. Really try to reach the hands towards the front. Try to get the shoulder blades up a little higher. And let it go. And here's your last one. Tuck that chin, lift, reach. And then relax the heads. You're going to send the arms all the way back and the legs all the way up. Oh, you're in time for the stretch.
Oh, well, that's the best part, isn't it?
Oh my God. Okay, arms come up. We're going to go to happy baby stretch. So outsides of the feet, draw those knees down towards the floor. Just stay here and enjoy this nice little reprieve. You can add a gentle rock from side to side.
Oh, it's the best part.
If that feels good. This is a nice feel-good moment, right? So good for you. Okay, one stretch and then we sign off. So we're doing the Sean stretch since you showed up for it. I know how much you like it. Yeah. So slightly smaller bend in the legs. Take that right knee, cross it over the left. Guide those knees slowly to the right. They're not going to get all the way. And then send that left arm back. Chest and face pointing up towards the ceiling. Really keep that arm nice and long. Now let's change up the angle a little bit. Maybe it's more 45 out from the body. Let's bring the arm in and the knees up, and we're going the other way. Left knee over right. All the way down towards the left. Not on the floor though, you're gonna use that left leg to help hover the right knee just above it. Change up the angle of the arm. And bring it back. So send the legs all the way down along the floor and the arms back. Point those toes, give yourself a nice big full body stretch. Now the arms pull forward, chin tucks, head lifts, draw the belly in, and dive between the legs. Push the back of the knees into the floor. Spine is in flexion, you're just breathing. And get yourself back up. High five, Sean, what a good job.
Hardest class I've ever done.
Okay, and it's all up to you. Have a wonderful day.